Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's check in with Bitcoin. And in the last video, we had this blue wave B in place, or as I labeled it, blue wave B. And I was really trying to hold out for a nice corrective decline, or at least another leg down to finish this overall corrective decline in this blue wave C. And I put some Fibonacci areas to look for support in, and different relationships. Didn't come anywhere near any of those. And we did actually continue a little lower after that peak was in. But then it stopped here. And, this could be labeled in a variety of ways. This could just be an A, B, C, a truncated C wave in a zigzag. And that's where C doesn't actually meet or exceed the point of A. Or, we could have had some sort of 1, 2, 1, 2 up to the downside, and now we're in a third of some sort of degree there. But the point is, we've broken resistance, so we've broken the high here at, what level is that? 97.67. And there's likely to be some follow through. Now, this just isn't the kind of thing I like to chase. I really was trying to hold out for just a better trade setup, a better corrective decline, and then look for an entry there, but it didn't happen. So I'm not going to FOMO in here and chase this up. I'm just going to continue to wait before I put on any kind of substantial BTC position. It is nice overall to see crypto trending up, as I certainly have exposure to crypto. And actually, I even have exposure to BTC through some mining and some core holdings that I don't consider trading assets. But as far as me looking to trade with what I like to trade Bitcoin with, I still haven't seen the setup I liked. And at some point, if it just keeps going up indefinitely and breaks some more significant levels on the daily chart, maybe I'll be forced to jump in, but I'm still trying to hold out for a better setup. And if you look, 4-hour RSI here starting to get overbought again. So is that really a great time to buy? I mean, over here when 4-hour RSI was overbought, it still went from a peak of 97 and change, and we went as low as 86.52, so $1,000 decline after getting overbought in RSI. So I really can't bring myself to chase this as much as I might like to. And on the daily, let's just go over the daily a bit. Throw some candlesticks on. Yeah. Okay, so daily, MACD, the MACD lines have actually crossed above the zero line, which, according to the indicator of MACD, the daily trend is now actually up again. And it has been up for quite some time. And you could argue it hasn't been up since we actually crossed down over here much earlier on in this downtrend. Because over here, it didn't really get up. It just slightly peaked its way up and trended back down again. So if these MACD lines stay above the zero line and ideally get much higher above the zero line, that'll obviously mean the price is going higher, but that's good to see. And the daily RSI, so I've discussed RSI bear market's resistance before and bull market support. So bear market resistance is that range between 50 and 60. And we actually exceeded that here at one point in this prior peak we made. And we hit, right around that $70 point mark on RSI. So that's good. RSI is actually starting to show some momentum. And if price continues, that will certainly reinforce things. And just going closer here on the daily with the candlesticks. So we've been above the T line since we had that bottom down there. We've been trending strongly above the T line and then just coming back and finding support on the T line. So that's quite good to see on an uptrend, the T line acting as support, whereas before it acted as resistance on the way down here on the daily. So overall, things are looking good for Bitcoin. Although I haven't actually gotten in the way I wanted to just yet. But you know, sometimes it just doesn't set up the way you want, and that's okay. You don't have to take the trade all the time. And I'm willing to wait. The higher this goes, and the more minor the corrections are, the better that spells for the overall trend, which you know, to me that's good. So I just thought I'd update you. Might as well delete some of these Fibonacci levels, as they don't seem to be relevant at the moment. And perhaps after this next leg up, wherever it goes, we'll have some new data to examine and try and plan for another potential trade. All right, Serial Trader signing off.